Hey, Jeremiah, Steps Pressure Washing and More, out here in beautiful Angier, North Carolina on the weekend, and we're going to be doing a little bit of maintenance to our pressure washer today. One of the things that I highly advise is never let your oil get past what the manufacturer recommends on changing it. Clean oil helps the whole operation run smoother, and really it's going to be a very costly breakdown if this thing goes down in the middle of a job. So I'm going to show you today how I change the oil on my pressure washer. The manufacturer recommends tilting this over to drain it because it doesn't have a drain plug. So what I do instead, because honestly guys, to take this off of the trailer, then actually physically take it off of the trailer, and then turn it on its side, let it drain out, put it back on the trailer, remount it, is time consuming. And I'm going to show you a quicker way, the way I do it, because if something is quick and easy and fast, I'm more likely to do it more often and not let it get out of hand and let it, oh well, you know, I've got a busy day today, so I don't have time to do the oil. So this is something you can definitely do before you get started for the day, and just go ahead and know what you're doing. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I have everything together. So I have gloves, I've got a cardboard box on the ground because you know how hard it is to clean oil out of concrete. I've got my 4-cycle engine oil. I have a Tidy Cats bucket just to collect the oil in. And I have this siphon tube with a pump. It's almost like a turkey baster, but it works phenomenal for this, just to get all of the oil out and then put new oil in. I'm going to put a link to this in the description if you guys want to pick one up, because this has been a game changer for me changing my oil. Let's get into it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove my dipstick. This is also the fill and drain port. Once I have the dipstick off, I'm going to go ahead and clean it off. And I'm going to visually inspect where the oil is currently sitting in there as a gauge on where I want it to be when it is done. I'm going to do a quick dip of the dipstick at its current level, and I'm going to view where on the dipstick it lands, because I want to get very close to that when I am done today. I'm going to put this in a clean, safe location. So right here will work for me. It's up off the ground. I'm not going to get anything on it. And we are going to go ahead and start draining the oil out of the pressure washer. So now that we've got a majority of the oil out of the machine, we're going to go ahead and drain out our siphon, because we want to get as much of that old oil out of here before we start putting new oil into it. Alright, and then we're going to take our new oil and we are going to place it right by the fill port. We are just going to do the same thing in reverse, where we fill up our siphon tube, put it into the fill port, and fill away. There we go, and that is right where I want it to be. Now all I have to do is clean up the whole area, make sure nothing's going to be dripping while I'm driving down the road or onto someone's driveway when I'm parked there doing a cleaning. But other than that, that's it. That's all done. So you could definitely use a funnel if you want to do the refill process. There's no issue with that. I just prefer this because I've already got it out, and it's just a quick process right there. I do understand that this does not get all of the oil out when we are changing the oil, but I really don't feel like turning it over onto its side it gets all the oil out either. I think the best solution on that is a drain plug, but we don't have that. So I think that this is also a better option than to not change the oil, let it go 2-3 weeks after what you should have done. So frequent oil changes, long-lasting engine. This has been running for us for 3 straight years, and it's a Kohler 14 horsepower engine from Lowe's, and it's got its 4 gallon per minute pump on there. Both of these have been running together for over 3 years now, and so I think just keeping up with the maintenance really makes a huge difference. But either way, I'm going to clean this up. You guys go get back to your weekend, and y'all be safe out there.